I'm proud of the people that I've been with. I haven't been with losers, so it's just like, what's the tea? There is none. But it's just so funny how people talk shit like, oh, she's a hoe. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Bro, I made a whole shirt with some of my favorite niggas. Like, bro, like I made a whole shirt. Like, bro, what are you talking about? We got some fine shit on here too. Like, what y'all talking about? This is one of my favorite shirts ever. Just never seen the I want to take some fire ass pictures. I honestly made this shirt like 2 years ago. But yeah, DDG's on this bitch. He's on here. Blue's on here too before his little tattoos. Licks made it. Look, DDG when he had his little hair. Blue before he had his tattoos. We got some fine shit, okay? So yeah.
Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Achah Kodash. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, who the word ignorantly calls God. His name in Hebrew means He exists. And Yahushua is the name of His only begotten Son, who the word ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And His name in Hebrew means He is deliverer. Bahashem is in the name of Kakodash, the Holy Spirit. I want to get double honors to the apostles and the elder of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing unto this Shishak and this switch forth in the truth to the four corners of the earth. I want to say shalom to you, brothers, and keep pushing. And a double shalom unto the Israelites that's looking like the other nations and the Sharawathium. I want to say shalom to you, brothers and sisters, as well. My name is Dewar from G-Man Slime St. Louis Camp. And I'll come back out with another video. And in this video, I'm entitled this, the 2/3 women won't make it. No shame. So OnlyFans and Monty Jackson. So you got red flag, stop, and the caution sign, right? So you got this whore right here. You can't even call her a woman. So she made a shirt about all the men that she's been with. And this woman is totally, completely gone. Totally gone. Totally. All right? Because in this society, the real attractive women are the demons. Why? Because they have more access to men. And so they overindulge and it bugs them out. You know how, like this woman is gone, man. This woman is doing sex work. So you are a prostitute. Okay, and a whore. And so women like this, you get no respect from no man, especially a man of Yahweh Shemiah, especially. Okay? Because we know who you are and what you are. All right? And that's another reason why these women, they go towards these wicked niggas, because they feel like the wicked niggas not going to judge them. But they do the same thing. They still judge you. They call you a hoe too, because that's what you are. You a hoe. You're still a woman that does sex work. Regardless of whatever religion a man is, all men know what prostitutes are. Right? But without further ado, I'm going to go and hop into some scriptures. And Lord willing, this is edifying. So this is Zechariah 13:8, and it reads, "And it shall come to pass that in all the land, said the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein." Right? So the 2 parts is talking about you 2/3. That's talking about 66.6% of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You might say, yeah, it's the land. Nah, Jerusalem is the people before it's a place. All right? And it's totally disgusting, man. Like, just for you making that video, you deserve to be burnt alive. Okay? And I'm not promoting violence against anybody, but this is just what the scripture says through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemiah Shah. If you don't like it, then don't watch the video. All right? Verse 9. "And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say to my people, and they shall say, the Lord is my power. Right, and that's talking about the elect, okay, including the elect lady, elect woman, all right, that's fearing Yahweh Shemiel Shah, okay? So yeah, this woman is completely, totally bugged out and gone. And this is why you women, you need restrictions, because you won't do stuff like this. Now, Esau Edom, he's giving you women a liberty to gad abroad and to literally destroy yourselves, okay? Because the Israelite, man, we don't have no authority over you women no more. And so look at what y'all doing. You know, ever since the serpent beguiled you and duped you into thinking that you was over Adam, it has been down here from then on. And you living in that blessing now. You bugged out. You a complete whore, a degenerate. You got demons on you. You practice witchcraft. You got tattoos all over you. You don't believe in the Heavenly Father. Okay? You a single mother. You got diseases. You know, your reputation is completely, totally ruined because you don't want to come under the order of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, and you got to suffer the consequences. All right? And suffer the consequences is the Lord judging you. All right? So Micah 7. Now I will bear the indignation of the Lord because I have sinned against him, until you plead my cause to execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is my enemy shall see, and the shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy God? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Right? So kind of reason why we're going through this is because we have sinned against the Lord. And you women too. You know, you sinned against the Lord, and the Lord, he gave you over to that reprobate mindset. Okay, you got so many demons on you, you don't even know whether you're going or coming. You know, you literally got your ass on camera to make a shirt, you know, like really deep down inside, she's convicted in her spirit. So she's trying to pretend and you know, and keep going to make it seem like that everything is okay. But hey, it's not. You know, that's the reason why these women do that. You know, they confessing the things that they doing because it's really eating them up on the inside. All right? It's damn near like a cry out for help. Hey, but we can't help you though, Eve, because you already done made your choice and made your bed, so now you gotta lay in it. And ultimately, for 99.9% of you, it's gonna be too late, especially over here in the western part of the world. So Mark 9:17. And one of the multitude answered and said, Master, I have brought my son unto thee, which have a dumb spirit. And whatsoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth and gnasheth with his teeth, and pinneth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. And it's like I forgot to bring this out right here. So, throughout history, sex workers were often legally required to wear specific clothing or identifying marks to separate them from respectable women. The sartorial restriction and requirement varied widely by time and location, ranging from colorful stripes and veils to distinct headdresses and accessories. Example of historical clothing requirements include ancient Rome. Legal rules were occasionally tied to the toga, while the standard garment was for respectable Roman women was a stola. Prostitute and women convicted of adultery were supposedly restricted to wearing a toga. All right. So medieval Europe, many cities passed sumptuary laws to distinguish sex workers. For example, 14th century Vietnamese laws forced prostitutes to wear distinct veils and green stripes. In areas of England, mandated striped hoods. So you got Renaissance Italy. In cities like Florence, sex workers were required to wear specific accessories such as gloves and small bells on their hats so they could be heard approaching. In Japan, in the Edo period, high-ranking courtesans set fashion trends through incredibly ornate, multi-layered kimonos and elaborate hairstyles, a distinct, marking them as distinct from regular women or lower tier workers. Right. And it says, matter of fact, I'm gonna get that scripture. This is Proverbs 7 and 10. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot and subtile of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Right. So the woman was a attire of a harlot. If she dressed like a hoe, she's a hoe. It's that simple. All right. You know, like brothers, they be getting dismayed at these, you know, at the women. Like, of course, like I love seeing a big behind, you know, all that nice Coke bottle shape, of course. But it's just what comes with it, you know. I'm not knocking a brother if he is, you know, single and you know you want to deal with a woman, but you gotta be mindful. You know, it says, read verse 17 again. And whithersoever he taketh him, he teareth him, and he foameth and gnasheth with his teeth, and penneth away. And I spake to thy disciples that they should cast him out, and they could not. He answered him and said, O faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him unto me. And they brought him unto him. And when he saw him, straightway the spirit tear him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed, foaming. And he asked his father, How long is it ago since this came unto him? He said, Of a child. And oftentimes it has cast him into the fire and into the waters to destroy him. But if thou canst do anything, have compassion on us and help us. Yahweh shall said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. And straightway the father of the child cried out and said with tears, Lord, I believe, help thou my unbelief. And when Yahweh saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the foul spirit, saying unto him, Thou dumb and deaf spirit, I charge thee, come out of him and enter no more into him. And the spirit cried and rent him sore and came out of him. And he was as one dead, and so much many said he is dead. But Yahweh Shai took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. Right? So Khan says dumb and deaf spirit. Right? So dumb and deaf spirit. A lot of these women, they have dumb and deaf spirits on them. Deaf mean you can't hear nothing. You know, literally going one ear and out the other. You know, how many times we got to do videos, you know, hey, even rebuking you sisters, you know, getting on the comment board and talking shit. All right. We really don't even need your comments. That's good if you want to comment, you know, you say a shalom, but we really don't even need that. All right. Just send your tithes. You know, if you got a husband, be with your husband. Or if you don't have a husband, then why haven't you tried to get with a brother yet? All right, then. So you should just be quiet. So Khan says dumb. And a lot of you people out there, especially you women, you know, you whores out there, you dumb. You a dumb hoe. You just don't think nothing through. You know? You mess up your life every single year. And when you get done jacking up your life, you point fingers at the Israelite man. You did this, you know. It's your fault. Yeah, you need to get you a white zaddy, right? Get you a white man. They love us. Get the hell out of here. Them damn pink ass bastards slaughtering y'all hoes. And I'm gonna get the same thing, but just in the book of Matthew. So Matthew 17. I'm gonna start at 14. And when they were come to the multitude, there came to him a certain man kneeling down to him and saying, Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. You hear that? He a lunatic. And that's a lot of you women, man. You women are completely, totally lunatics. And that spirit that was on this young man, all right? The same spirit is on you modern women. Okay? That those spirits is on you. They're trying to kill you. They are parasites. Okay? They want to make you filthy. That is their job. And this woman right here, let's get her face again. This woman is filthy. She is filthy. She's filthy on the inside and filthy on the outside. All right? Yeah, mission accomplished. Okay? That demon did a heavy work on you. You know? It really done worked on your mind and caused you to bug out and destroy yourself. And that's the whole demon's job. Putting you in the fire. If the demon don't necessarily gotta get you to jump off a building or hang yourself or whatever, it can just cause you to just cause harm to yourself or other people. All right. And yeah, and that's what we see. That's why a lot of you hoes, you like quote unquote bad boys. You like toxic relationships. The way how you eat, like look at how you eat. You eat all type of shrimp, crab, oysters, catfish, all type of unclean and unlawful shit. You scarf it down like it's your last meal. Like, oh, this is so good. Read verse 15 again. Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic. For oftentimes he falleth into the fire, and oft into the waters. And I brought him to thy disciples, and they could not cure him. Right? And I'm going to skip down to verse 19. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, why could we not cast him out? And Yahushua said unto them, because of your unbelief. But verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible unto you. Howbeit, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting, right? So you got to have faith and you got to fast, because even the men of the Lord, we are susceptible to demons as well. So that's why we have to make sure that we are walking in the spirit and not doing anything off. All right. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25. And what I said. So 16 through 27. It reads, I had rather dwell with the lion and the dragon than to keep house with a wicked woman. The wickedness of a woman changing her faith and darkening her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit among his neighbor, when he heareth this shall sigh bitterly. Right? So yeah, hey, we see all you wicked ass women. Got that dark ass demonic countenance. Here it is, a man ain't did nothing to you or whatever, or he ain't kissing your ass or catering to you like he a damn slave. You got a twisted up ass frown on your damn face. I remember the Apostle Ricard, he was all like, hey, that elder funny, man. He said that, hey, you on a highway driving, you look over at a black woman driving, she all frowned up and shit. Yeah, because the bitch got to drive. So yeah, she even drive with a damn attitude. She don't let you over, cut you off in traffic. All right, causing accidents. Don't want to get her ass out of the way, on her damn phone, gossiping, talking shit about whatever it is. There's something that don't even got nothing to do with her. You talking about somebody else's man. It don't got nothing to do with you. Verse 19, all wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. As the climbing up of a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. Right, so you look the portion of a sinner. Okay? So all these dudes that she slept with, they all sinners, man. And they all sodomites. Alright? So yeah, hey, that's what you get. You know? You women, you like sodomites. A lot of you women even having relations with sodomites now. Because you can't deal with a real man. You'd rather just deal with somebody that's easier. You know, so you don't gotta take accountability with your bitch ass. Alright? Verse 20. As the climbing up a sandy way is to the feet of the age, so is a wife full of words to a quiet man. I read that already. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure, right? So don't stumble at the beauty of a woman, man. All right, you got to look at her character. Hey, so what that your current woman or a woman that finally gave you some play wasn't as pretty as the other woman? That woman could have been a damn demon. That woman could have had a disease. You know, she could have probably made your life a living hell. All right? So just deal with what you can deal with, Jake. It's not that serious, man. Because hey, we going to get all these women. Isaiah 4:1 is still going to happen. Verse 22, a woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. A wicked woman debateth the courage, maketh a heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees, right? So it abated the courage. You know? She can make you feel insecure. And that starts off with your damn mama. Your wicked ass mama. All right? She know how to, the Israelite woman, starting off with the black woman, she knows who she can take advantage of. You know, trying to manipulate children into doing whatever the hell she want them to do. That's evil as hell. You know, like yeah, you're supposed to discipline your children and lead them right, but she do it in a wicked way. You brothers, you out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know. And you understand that when you come into the truth, like, damn, man, that was wicked as hell. You don't really realize it until you get older and realize what the hell she was doing and how wicked that she actually is. There is no level that she won't stoop to. If there's a level lowest of the lowest, best believe she'll go even past that. Verse 24, the woman came in the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad. Right? You ain't supposed to give her no passage to get abroad. Because what does she do? She'll come back home pregnant. I mean, look at this right here. You know, especially if she looked like something. Start her OnlyFans, I got to sell my coochie. I got to get this money. All right? You a damn prostitute, bitch. It ain't nothing fucking honorable about being a damn whore. You hoes are losing now. Yeah, and all y'all are feeling the after effects of being a hoe. Verse 26, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. You got to let her ass go. Let that bitch go, man. All right, because ain't none of these women really worth it if you ask me. None of them. You might have a few, but even then, they not virgins. Okay? Were you the first man that dealt with her? Most likely not. Okay? Did she got other kids by other niggas? Yes. Maybe. Alright? So, Ecclesiastes 26:1. Blessed is the man that have a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be double. A virtuous woman rejoices her husband, and he shall fulfill the years of his life in peace. Like every man talking about peace now. Right? Everybody want peace. But look, the only man that's going to get peace are the men of Yahweh Shemi Shai. And even if you dudes nowadays out there that's quote unquote red pill, you ain't got no kids or you didn't get married yet or whatever. If you don't have Yahweh Shemi Shai, you're not going to get no damn peace. All right? You can get everything you got coming to, especially niggas like Marquette Divine. All right? A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fear the Lord. Right? So if you got a good woman, the Lord gave you that. That means that you're doing something right. Okay? And yeah, they all go off. You know, ain't no woman is perfect. All right? Don't think that you got a Sarah, you know, and even she was off. She lied to the angel. You know? And the name Rebecca means snare, trap. All right? Women talk about some trapping you and all this other stuff. Trapping you with a pregnancy. Trapping you with funding her lifestyle. You know? Talking about some you trying to find a good trick. I thought women was independent. You know, I thought you didn't need no damn man. Of course you do. You a natural dependent. Well, you don't want us to know that? You think that men just so damn stupid here, we don't know what you're trying to do? Yeah, all right. So verse 4, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. Right? So yeah, it don't matter about if you rich or poor, because this society is about to be destroyed, man. This society is about to be destroyed. This society is wicked. It's done. It's over. Finito. Verse 5. There be three things that my heart feareth, and the fourth I was sore afraid. The slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, a false accusation. All these are worse than death, right? So a slander of a city. Yeah, this city bad. This city bad. Or yada, yada, yada. Or the gathering together of an unruly multitude. A bunch of damn quiches. Hey, what can come from a group of quiches? 7, 8, 9, 10 quiches. Nothing. Besides, bitches doing drugs, smoking, drinking, talking about they nigga, talking about other women's man, you know, who really secretly she got a crush on, but she ain't gonna tell you that. Here it is, you think that she your friend, but she plotting on your man, you know? Right? Committing adultery, giving each other bad advice, all right? Telling them that they shouldn't be with this man or whoever. You know, really just trying to mess up her situation. You know, maybe so she can slide up in there. And even if she don't want the nigga, it don't matter. You know, it don't matter. You know, women know how to make it look like that they innocent. So you got to be mindful of that for you brothers out there that's dealing with them. Don't let these bitches manipulate you. Right? So verse 6, but a grief of heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman, and the scourge of the tongue which communicated with all. Right? You women are jealous of each other. You know, especially you older women, especially you older indubs that's trying to convince these younger women that they shouldn't date the man who you couldn't get or who don't want to take you serious. All right? Get the hell out of here with that, man. You just mad because you missed your chance, and now you trying to sabotage the younger women that look better than you. You know, because you jealous. Verse 7. An evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro, and he that have hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. Right? Hear that? So that's why you gotta let her go. So the more you hold on to that scorpion, the more he gonna keep pinching you and stinging you with that damn stinger. All right? Verse 8. A drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. Right? If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. Watch over an impudent eye, and marvel not that she trespass against thee. Right? So yeah, of course, marvel not. Like, oh yeah, I saw that one coming. You know, I'm not surprised. You know, and there's times where I done talk to a woman like that, like a woman told me, oh, well, what if I go get another, you said you can have multiple women. Oh, what if I go get another nigga? Right? Oh, well, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing that now. What? I'm not doing that now. They get all offended when you look at them as hoes. And hey, I should look at you as a hoe. You just a woman, man. Women like it when you look at them like that. Because that means that they trust your judgment deep down inside. They don't trust the damn simp judgment. Why? Because they know how wicked they are. So they don't even respect the man who's drooling over them and starstruck by them. Oh yeah, you so beautiful, this and that and the other. That's the reason. That's another reason why you hoes like men who don't give you no attention for real. Verse 12, she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he have found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every edge she would sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. Right, every hedge, that goes into these women, they be getting, popped behind the bushes. They be getting popped in the backseat of a car, or blowing around in the backseat of a car, or behind the bushes, behind the dumpster or whatever. The hedge just represent, like a secluded area, under the bleachers. We all went to public school. We all heard about them thoughts like that that's been doing that ever since they was 12, right? Verse 13, the grace of a wife delighted her husband, and her discretion will fatten his bones. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord, and there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed, right? So nothing much worth as a mind well instructed. And a lot of you women, you can't take orders, man. You can't take orders. So yeah, that's why you bitches are getting left and nobody approaching you, because like you've been trained to think like, oh yeah, if I act like I don't like him, oh yeah, all you gotta do is just be mean to a man, act like you don't like him, and then he'll be on you more. Like, hell nah, bitch, are you crazy? I just go ahead and show you that the N-Dub has no type of wisdom, knowledge, or understanding. Like, that only works for the insecure man. That don't work with a man, especially a man of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, or a man that loves himself, that respects himself. That don't work, man. That does not work. All right? You're going to get left on red in a heartbeat. A shamefaced woman is a double grace, and her continent mind cannot be valued, right? So yeah, a woman that's that has humility and honor is not just gonna put herself out there. Yeah, these are all the niggas that I had sex with, Yeah, hey, a lot of these dudes on her there, they were some good niggas. Get the hell out of here, bitch. And you ain't with none of them. You done gave your body to all of them, and you ain't with none of them. You single. You women don't have no brains whatsoever, man. It's like ain't nobody up there. That shit on autopilot. No driver in the cockpit. So verse 22, skip down. A harlot should be counted a spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. Right? A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that fear of the Lord. A dishonest woman contemns shame, but an honest woman will reverence her husband. Right? So kind. So, a wicked woman. All those dudes is wicked, man. Like, so what? You got to taste it. So what? And all that shit is temporary. It's a bootleg blessing. This shit is bootleg. Verse 25. Just like Esau's blessing. A shameless woman should be counted as a dog, but she did a shamefaced with fear of the Lord. Yep. She did a shamefaced with fear of the Lord, man. And what's a female dog? A B to the I to the T to the C to the H. Right? So yeah, man. You wicked women are done, man. Done. Finished. I'll pull a few more and I'm gonna close it out, Lord willing. Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. Right. So yeah, many days and years. You don't think this woman right here ain't troubled? This woman is totally troubled. You know? Totally, completely troubled, man. Well, yeah, they good at masking stuff though. So don't be dismayed. You know? You can see right through that big old Kool-Aid smile that she got. like look how dark she look, man. It's probably them big ass eyelashes that making her look dark. Right? Read it again, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, hear my voice, ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, for ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come to vintage. You know? Child support gonna fail. Food stamps gonna fail. These jobs are gonna fail. Okay, tremble, you women that are at ease, be troubled, you careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Right? So you gotta, hey, the Lord is stripping you. The Lord is stripping you hoes, man. Or stripping you bitches, man, of these goodies and stuff. And then, men done already done caught on. So all the games and shit that you done played, it came back to bite you in the ass. Or I should have said, bite you in the BBL. 2 Timothy. Nah, it's 1 Timothy, Slacky. So 1 Timothy 2:13. For Adam was first formed in Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman, being deceived, was in a transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing, if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Right? Women are going to be saved in childbearing. All right? So, with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Kakwadash, Shalom, and a Bible Ball.